If you've ever met a Siberian Husky, you already know this isn't a normal dog breed. Huskies don't just exist in your house. They run the house, narrate the house, and somehow convince you that chaos is actually a lifestyle choice. And today, I'm making the case that Huskies are the best dogs. Not the easiest. Not the quietest. Definitely not the low-maintenance choice. But the best. And don't skip reason number 3. Because it's the one that converts people who swore they'd never own a Husky into full-time Husky fanatics. Let's get into it, counting down the 10 reasons Huskies are the best dogs. Reason number 10. They're built for adventure. A lot of dogs enjoy walks. Huskies crave missions. If you want a dog that's down for hikes, runs, trail days, exploring, road trips, camping, Huskies are basically a furry adventure partner with unlimited battery life. And here's what's wild. They don't just go along. They look like they're doing what they were born to do. Like the world is their playground. In a moment, we'll talk about the Husky trait that makes everyday life feel like a sitcom. But first, let's talk about what people notice instantly. Reason number 9. They look like a movie character. Let's be honest. Huskies are stunning. The wolf-like face, the athletic build, the iconic black and white coat, and those eyes, blue, brown, or one of each, like they're collecting rare items. And no, they're not part wolf. That's one of the biggest myths. They're fully domesticated dogs, just with an ancient, northern breed look that stops people mid-sentence. If you like a dog that turns heads everywhere you go, a Husky is basically a walking celebrity. But looks aren't what makes them the best. The next reason is reason number 8. They're surprisingly clean. This shocks a lot of new owners. Huskies are pretty clean dogs. Many Huskies have very little dog smell, and they often groom themselves more than you'd expect, almost cat-like sometimes. That doesn't mean they never need baths, but compared to some breeds, they can be way less stinky dog than people assume. And when a breed is fluffy, you expect maximum mess. Huskies somehow break that rule until shedding season shows up like a tornado. We'll talk about that later. Before we get there, here's a reason that makes people fall in love fast. Reason number 7. They're friendly in a way that feels instant. Huskies are not usually one-person dogs. They tend to be social, outgoing, and weirdly comfortable meeting new people. If you want a dog that acts like every visitor is a potential best friend, Huskies are elite. Now, quick reality check. That also means Huskies are not the best guard dogs. If your main goal is home security, a Husky might greet the intruder and show them where you keep the snacks. But if your goal is a family dog that brings good vibes into the room, this is where Huskies shine. And now we're getting to the part that makes Huskies. Huskies. Reason number 6. They have the funniest personalities. Huskies don't just have personality. They have personalities, plural. One minute they're cuddly, the next minute they're dramatic, and the next minute they're doing something so confusing you just stand there and go, how did you even think of that? They're playful, expressive, and honestly, kind of theatrical. And if you think that's already entertaining, wait until the next reason, because this is where things get really surprising for first-time owners. Reason number 5. Huskies talk to you. Most dogs bark. Huskies perform. They howl, they grumble, they complain, they argue, they make these weird little woo-woo noises like they're trying to negotiate a contract. And it's not random. Huskies are pack dogs, bred for teamwork and communication. So they communicate constantly. If you want a quiet, peaceful home, you might want to rethink this breed. But if you want a dog that feels like a roommate with opinions, Huskies are undefeated. Now the next one is the reason Husky owners don't just like their dogs, they get obsessed. Reason number 4. They bond hard. A Husky that bonds with you doesn't just follow you around. They attach, they want to be near you, they want to be involved, they want to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and why you're not doing it faster. And when you earn a husky's trust, the relationship feels real, like you've got a teammate. But there's a flip side to this that most people completely miss, and it's also a big reason they're the best for the right person. Reason number 3. They challenge you in a good way. This is the point that shocks most owners. Huskies are not obedience robots. They're intelligent but independent. You can give a command, and you'll literally see them think, is this worth it? What's the reward? What are my other options? Some people call that stubborn. I call that personality and brains. And here's why it makes them the best. Huskies force you to become a better dog owner. You learn consistency. You learn patience. You learn to train smarter, not louder. And when your husky finally locks in and listens, it feels earned. If you want a dog that pushes you to level up, huskies do that naturally. And now, let's talk about the reason huskies are basically built different. Reason number 2. Their energy makes life better. Huskies have real athletic energy, and yes, that can be intense. But it's also amazing, because they pull you into a healthier, more active routine. They're the dog that gets you outside when you'd normally stay in. They're the dog that makes boring days feel like we should go do something. Now, if you don't have time for exercise, this can become a problem fast. A bored husky can become a destructive husky. But if you can match their needs, daily movement, play, stimulation, you'll have one of the happiest, most exciting dogs on the planet. And now, the final reason. This is the big one. The reason huskies aren't just pets. Reason number 1. Huskies make life feel like a story. This is why huskies are the best dogs. They're not background noise. They're not furniture. They're not a feed it and forget it pet. They're an experience. A husky makes you laugh. A husky makes you move. A husky makes you learn. A husky gives you stories you'll tell for years about the time they howled at a siren like they were in a rock band, or the time they outsmarted a gate like a furry escape artist. They're beautiful, hilarious, affectionate, wild, and loyal in their own unique way. So your huskies might not be the easiest breed, but for the right owner, they're the best breed. Quick reality check. Are huskies the best for everyone? If you want a calm, low-energy, quiet dog that staves off furniture and always obeys instantly, a husky will humble you. But if you want a dog that feels like a best friend, with a big personality, a love for adventure, and enough energy to pull you into a better life, you're probably a husky person. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the most husky thing your husky has ever done? Like the funniest, weirdest, or most dramatic moment? Drop it in the comments, because I read them, and I'm looking for the best stories. If this video made you smile, or helped you understand huskies better, hit like, share it with a friend who's thinking about getting a husky, and subscribe for more dog videos that actually keep it real. And if you think huskies are escape artists, wait until the next video, because I'm breaking down the biggest husky mistakes owners make, and how to fix them before your dog turns your backyard into a jailbreak movie.